I'm Coney now. Fellas, I don't know how to start a YouTube video. I've got a story for you guys today. It was 2010. 2010 was a long time ago. What were you guys doing in 2010? Be honest, chat. I was in middle school listening to Hatsune Miku, watching Naruto, and writing down all the Japanese words that I could recognize. A friend of mine from school told me that she found out about like this website where you could upload your art and people from all around the world can see it and comment on it, and you can follow like other artists. Like I feel like that was like my first interaction with the real world, you know? Like that was huge for like 12-year-old me. And then like she sent me like her account on that website, and then I created one and I followed her, you know, all that stuff. It was the first time that I kind of like had the realization that people were the ones making the artworks that I liked, if that makes sense. So this was the kind of stuff I was doing, right? See? Mariana with a smiley face. And other stuff that I did as well was like copying, like, so this was definitely like a manga panel or something like that. I was just like trying to copy and trying to use like watercolors. My digital art looked like this. This was made with my mouse on MS Paint, right? So, you know, looking at those beautiful like images by, I don't know, like Soundless Wind, I don't even know, Sayori, you know, all those like awesome artists. That was really impressive. So when I joined DeviantArt, I started feeling like Mr. Worldwide. That was like my first experience with like realizing the stuff that I looked up to was achievable. Does that make sense? I made friends for life on DeviantArt, people I still talk to, and go out and have coffee with, people I've lived with. The person who's gonna be editing this video, I also met through DeviantArt. Something that was very unique to DeviantArt, I felt, was the fact that you could get a premium membership. I found a really funny tweet about it. It says, I miss DeviantArt, giving llamas to people and them replying with thank you for your llama sticker, and taking comms and points because it was the time to renew your premium, and baby steps in HTML because of the little text box. So okay, so if I was reading this text to like either a Victorian child or a 2024 child, they would not understand what I mean. I want to see if I can find like, oh, there you go. This is what your page looked like. But if you had premium membership, you could have like pink boxes and stuff, you know? Guys, premium membership was a big deal. How much was premium? I actually asked that on Twitter today and I got some responses. It was like 24 bucks for like a whole year or something like that. But now it's finally time to tell you guys about DeviantArt points and point commissions. DeviantArt points was the currency that was used there, kind of like Twitch bits, right? So you could buy premium membership using both money or DeviantArt points. I really wanted that premium membership, obviously, right? Because I wanted to be one of the cool kids. All of the good artists had premium. I opened commissions for the first time at the age of 12 years old. In order to get a full year of premium membership, you needed around 2,000 points. 2,000 is a big number. My base price was 50 points. $1 is between 80 and 100 points. I opened commissions for a base price of 50 cents. This is what we were doing, because the goal was to get a year of premium. Now, do you see where this is going? Type 1 in chat if you see where this is going. Lots of ones in chat. I love to see. I love a smart chat. There were people who bought points, and there were people who were just like me. And of course, the people who bought these points, they knew we were children. That 100 bucks that you invest on DeviantArt will get you like dozens of commissions, right? From artists who, you know, might not be very good, but this was what my art looked like at the time. Like, you know, it wasn't great, but like 50 cents, you know, you would spend like $2 and 200 points and it would give you 4 commissions. I remember having this commissioner who asked for like this really like super hardcore detailed illustration of like a boat on the sea and 3 characters in the boat. This is the drawing, by the way. This took me like 20 hours, chat. I'm not joking. This took me weeks. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, you know, this is gonna take me like 20 hours. Instead of 50, it's gonna have to be 100. Is that okay? And the commissioner, being the angel that he was, said, no worries, baby girl. I'll give you 250 points for this because you did such a great job. He was like, nah, buy your mama a house. And I was like, I found an oil prince, right? I was freaking out, chat. These people were paying literal cents to children to draw their OC. They would like put $5 in the website and get like 5 commissions out of it. And I got this really interesting message from this one guy. It was like, hey, I would like to commission you. And this guy wanted a traditional art. So I offered traditional commissions with Copic markers. And he said, well, character doesn't really matter. And I was like, okay, you can just draw whatever. And I was like, no, please tell me a character. Like, it's a request. You gotta give me like a character. And he was like, okay, can you draw this bunny girl that you had drawn before? So this was like one of my first like deviations that I posted. I think I copied the drawing from like Google. You know, I just saw like this nice drawing and I probably added like the bunny ears. So this was like my most popular deviation. It had over 100 favorites on DeviantArt. Oh my god, I'm seeing the comments now. This is so creepy. Ah! This person is 12 years old. Wait. Pretty, sexy. Haha, thanks. Is this you? No, XD. Okay. That guy aside, I get the DM and the guy's like, oh yeah, you can draw this character. But I have one request. I want the character to be driving a car. He wanted, the chat is saying feet. You guys are onto something. The foot of the character on the pedal of the car. And he wanted her to be pressing the pedal like nothing else mattered. He didn't care about the character. Later, I told a trusted adult about this commission because I was so excited. I told them like, oh yeah, the request is kind of weird. Like they want the girl like, you know, with the foot on the pedal. This was my art teacher. Lady took a deep breath and she said, Mariana, that person is asking you to draw fetish art. Welcome to DeviantArt, everybody. Welcome to DeviantArt. Yeah. So that was it. Baby's first fetish request. I was 12 years old or 13 years old. I don't remember. I didn't quite understand. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to do it anyway. I've already paid, you know, the 70 points. Dude, like they spent a fortune on that. Like I gotta make it now. I found this artwork on my sketchbook. So do you see how big this is? Look at how much marker is on here. There we go, chat. The foot on the pedal, the holy grail of DeviantArt. I should have costed twice as much. That's a wild first time message. I went through all. I did. I really did. And now we're here. Can we just talk about like how massive like her legs are? That is a long leg, girl. That is some clamp stuff. Actually, it's not that bad. That's a stanky leg there. And this is how 13-year-old Mari wasted a shitload of Copic markers to make her first fetish art commission for a random guy for 70 cents on DeviantArt. Notice, did you guys notice the sentence I just said? That was the first fetish art commission. You're like, Mari, what? You made more? Oh, dear chatter, dear viewer, I did make more. I was making bank. I see the second fetish art. So do you see there's two cute girls here, right? Like two girls hugging. They're kind of sexy. You know, there's nothing really inherently like fetish about this, is there? Think again, viewer. Giantess fetish, baby! This was 2 characters, so I probably asked for 100 for this one. A whole dollar, a whole doll hair, whole background, a full background, 2 girls in the night sky, a bunch of texture used here. Tree with the tree bark. I worked hard on this, dude. I put effort on this when the guy only cared about this part. And this guy didn't just ask for one, he asked for more. Innocent little Mari was so proud of this artwork because it looked so cute. Look at how much effort I put here. Dude doesn't care. He only cares about this. Holding the guy, looking at him, probably thinking she's about to eat him. Probably, I don't know, or maybe putting him under her skirt or something and sitting on top of it. These bastards were commissioning young people like to make this kind of thing. And there's more of the giantess stuff. I know I made more. But maybe I deleted it. Those are my craziest DeviantArt stories, I guess. My first, I think, money commission was already like, I don't know, 16, 17 years old. And I was doing commissions for like, you know, 20 bucks. But you know, at least it's not 60 cents. But back when I did commissions, I would make YouTube shorts and TikToks about it and about how much I charged. I would ask for like, you know, $40 for a chibi, which I gotta be honest, I don't think it's that outrageous. And even if it was, a lawyer I know once told me, I would rather be famous for overcharging than be famous for undercharging. And I agree. I would much rather be famous for overcharging and have people like not want to commission me unless they really, really, really want my art than, you know, be famous for undercharging like that and having all of the creeps and all of the people trying to quite literally use me, right? And DeviantArt was crazy back then. Like, all the rumors you've probably heard about DeviantArt are definitely right. And I do miss old DeviantArt a lot, and I miss more than DeviantArt, I miss the mentality that people had when posting their art online. I do not think it's worth it to go to DeviantArt now. Like, DeviantArt is dead. Like, if I gotta be honest. Everyone moved on, right? DeviantArt never got a good app. And I think that in today's day and age, like, not having a good app is absolutely killing your business. If you're a starting artist or a young artist or whatever, just have fun. yeah, peace. I don't know how to end this. Like, yeah. Any last words, chat, for the YouTube people? Subscribe. Yeah, like and subscribe. Bye, YouTube. Don't get scammed. Watch the full streams on Twitch. We're cool. We don't bite.